Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well today. If you have been watching my other videos recently, and if you have been watching very closely, then you might have realised I have been leaving you some clues. Hands up if you guessed it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Hang on, where's everything gone? And where have all the plants gone? We've moved! So yeah, we've been keeping this secret for a little while now, and it's been a very busy couple of weeks, but I thought it was finally time to share with you what's been going on behind the scenes. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Yoli. I make videos all about houseplant care, sharing tips and tricks I've learned over the years to help keep your plants happy and healthy. And so today I'm going to be taking you through the whole process of packing up and moving ourselves, Yoli, and the jungle of plants to our new house. And that is right, we've got an actual house. We've got so much more space to play with, and I've got so many fun plans for plants. So yes, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So the reason that I haven't said anything about this sooner, and the reason I've been keeping it very quiet, is literally just because I didn't want to jinx anything before it had actually happened. If you're over on my Patreon, then you will have known that this has been coming together for a while. We have news. It is quite exciting, so I'm just going to say it. Me and Ross have found a house. I thought today I could sit down and I could show you guys the house that me and Ross are buying. We exchanged on our house on Friday, but we've had the keys now for just under 2 weeks, and it's been slightly chaotic here behind the scenes, but as you can probably tell, it is all finally starting to come together. And we are currently sat in my new plant room. I have an actual plant room. And that's not to say that the rest of the house isn't going to be planty as well, because it absolutely is. But this is just the space that I've set up for myself to be able to do all my repotting and my pest treating and all of the fun things, basically. But despite having had the keys for almost 2 weeks now, I haven't actually christened my plant room with a repot yet. So I thought I could sit down this morning with you guys and do my first repot whilst taking you through the process of moving and just kind of showing you a little bit of everything, because there's so many things that I want to talk about and show you. Honestly, these last couple of weeks have just been a blur, but like a very fun blur. But I thought the plant that I would repot today is my Anthurium warocquianum, and I felt like this was quite a fitting one just because this is a plant that I have struggled with so much over the years, and particularly in my flat, it's one that I just have not been able to grow. I think I've managed to keep one vaguely alive for about 5 months, but it's never looked good. And I feel like, especially now I'm in a new environment, I've got a beautiful new space to be able to grow lots of my plants. I was like, why not do this one as a reset? It feels quite fitting to start with this one. Going to tilt you down a tad. There we go. And the great thing about my plant room as well is that although the floors look like wood, they're actually lino. So it just means that, like, because they're plasticky, they just wipe clean really easily. So for that reason, I'm not even going to use my potting mat today. But I haven't filmed a video for YouTube for the last few weeks, and even the last few that I filmed at the flat, I was just so excited thinking about the house. I have just finished filming, should I say, the last video that I'm ever gonna sit down and film at the flat.
So it's in some warehouse in the north.
Okay.
And I said, well, we got given the impression it was far locally and we were going to do it.
I'm gonna go start packing. Ah! So yeah, that is the tower of boxes that we've got out there. We're going to the new house. I'm in my slippers.
Twist it real good. Got plans for this room, haven't you?
Got big plans.
Got plans.
And seeing as we weren't moving that far from the old flat, we decided to hire a van instead of getting professional movers in. Ross's friend Rob helped us out massively with moving stuff, along with a ton of DIY around the house, so big shout out to Rob. But doing things ourselves meant that I could monitor my plants quite well. I'd gone to my local supermarket and asked if I could have some of those, they're like cardboard carry boxes that fruit and veg come in. Typically if you ask, they will just give them to you. So I used loads of them to pack up plants in trays. It was a really, really good way of moving things. I could just put them on my lap, I could put them on top of other boxes, kind of strap them in if need be. And then some of my more delicate plants, like for example, my euphorbias, I used corrugated cardboard and I kind of wrapped them up, used bubble wrap, packed them out with clothes, towels, all that sort of stuff. And if I had been getting professional movers instead of doing it ourselves, I probably would have done this for quite a lot of my plants, to be honest, just because they do get knocked around a fair amount. Even if you're careful, they get knocked around a fair amount when you move. And in case you're wondering why you're not seeing Yoli in any of these clips, I basically asked my mum to take her for a few days as we were moving things, just because I thought it would be way too chaotic for her and stressful to kind of watch the move happen. I really wanted to come to the house, get it as sorted as I possibly could, and then bring her into a nice settled environment.
Very
tired. We've been doing runs all day today, and I would say most of the plants are in.
Here we have a plant.
This is my
And if you
bop
look-
in the
If
corner.
you look nearby, we also have another plant.
Cool. Logging off at flat number 7. Sad times, but exciting times to come. We've got a fridge. It's very exciting. So I've just gone to pick Yoli up from my mum's house and I'm about to take her into the house for the first time. She knows there's something up. I'm trying to keep things good girl, very, very calm, but she can just tell that there's something up. So yeah, into the house we go. Doing amazingly well. She is such an adaptable girl, despite the fact that she is just like a crazy nervous wreck half the time. So once we'd got everything in, I was super keen to set up some planty spaces, the main one being the room we're in right now. And I've got these shelves that you can see behind me from IKEA. And annoyingly, I don't know why this is the case, but here in the UK, they only come in black. I know other parts of the world you can get them in white, but I just thought white suited the space a little bit more. So I decided to sand and paint them. And although I'm really happy with how it's come out, like I think it looks beautiful, it's the exact kind of vibe I was going for. Annoyingly, I don't think I gave it a good enough sanding because there are a few areas already in the first couple of weeks that are starting to chip. So I do have a feeling, and I hate to say it, but I do have a feeling I might need to go back with maybe like an electric sander at some point, take the whole thing back again and repaint. I'm hoping I won't have to do that for, I don't know, 6 months or so, but I do think, annoyingly, it is something on the cards at some point. Before I started actually piecing my plant room together, I took the opportunity to give everything a really good wipe down. Luckily, there wasn't any major plant damage besides a few lost leaves here or there, but seeing as they've been bundled into a van and been put into various corners here and there, lots of things were very, very dusty. As things started to come together in this space, I also wanted to do a more permanent grow light setup. Not that my grow light setup at the flat was in any way bad, but I just knew that with this space, I don't plan on changing it for the next, I don't know, number of years. I was like, I don't want to be sticking anything. I want everything to be really securely fastened. I want everything on timers. Basically just do a really thorough job with the setup now so that I don't have to come back and be doing loads of stuff to it further down the line, which I wish is what I could say about the plant shelves as well, the painting of the plant shelves. But yeah, you live and you learn. So I've used a couple of my Sansi light bulbs positioned down onto my plants like this. This room actually has lovely natural light, but I was still keen to optimize this for my highlight plants in order to bring out the best in them. And then I've got these turkey neck clips from Grow Gang that made positioning the bulbs so easy, and I can just adjust them as and when I need to. And then for the plant shelves that you can see behind me here, I've used the Mother Linear Grow Bars, and I have one of these set up just underneath my TV at the flat, and oh my goodness, my plants grew beautifully under that light. I also just really like the look of those lights. I think they're really slick and really minimal, and you almost wouldn't look at them and think grow light, if you know what I mean. I also really like how you can control the lights from an app on your phone. You can dim them up and down. You can set them from like warm lights to cool lights, depending on how you're feeling. You can also set them in circadian rhythm, meaning that they come up with the sun in the morning and go down with the sun at night as well, which I just think is really lovely. And the last time I did a setup of these lights at the flat, I had loads of questions and comments from you guys about them, and you seemed quite interested. So I've actually teamed up with Mother to do a giveaway of one of these lights. So one of you guys has the chance to win one. It's a worldwide giveaway as well, so literally wherever you are in the world you can enter, and I will leave all of the details for that down in the description box below if you would like to find out more. I played about with a few different ways of attaching the lights. As I say, I was very clear in the fact that I didn't want to be sticking anything, and I wanted to make sure it was very, very secure. As I say, not that it's bad to do that, it just means that things can come unstuck and fall further down the line, and I didn't want to take that risk. Seeing as mounting the lights to the shelves themselves would have meant attaching them to both wood and glass, I decided to angle them backwards and use cable ties to attach them to the actual frame, which seems to have worked really well and does mean that they are indeed super secure. It's so nice to be able to actually see my plants now, because obviously at the flat a lot of these plants were just turned out, facing out of the window, and now I feel like I can see their faces and it's making me really happy. But the really fun thing with all of this is that I've had a chance to play about with some plant styling things in the rest of the house. Obviously this is my main jungle space, but I've had the chance to just, as I say, play with plants visually in a way that I just didn't have the ability to do at the flat because I just didn't have the room. And the lovely thing is as well that I've actually now got the space to really be able to bring out the best potential in my plants. I've got the space to really let them grow. And if I decide to really expand my collection, which I'm not saying I'm going to do, but if I do decide to massively, or maybe not so massively, just slightly, expand my collection, then I have got the space to do so. I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but already things here are really starting to feel like home. Me and Ross are having so much fun bringing our vision to life and creating this space together, and Yoli has settled in so fast, bless her. There are so many things that we plan on doing here. We've also got a garden as well, which is beyond exciting. I have never had a garden before, and I have never really dabbled in outdoor gardening. So yeah, I have no idea I'm going to be really, really bad at it. I honestly will be asking you guys for all the tips because currently I know nothing, but the potential is very exciting. So yeah, that is my Anthurium rocquianum all potted up. What I will just do probably, in fact, I was organised and brought it over. I was going to say what I probably will do is just lay some sphagnum moss around the top of the plant, just so that the aerial roots can kind of form their own little root system and attach. I'm aware I haven't spoken you through this repot at all, but it just felt right to talk about house things, but that is what it's looking like. And hopefully in the new house, this plant is now set up for success and I can turn lots of corners with it. I really hope I can. But yeah, as I say, I am just so excited to be able to finally share this with you and kind of show you little bits of it all coming together. I will absolutely give you a full house tour at some point when things are all a little bit more sorted. Downstairs is kind of like semi-sorted at the moment. Upstairs, a lot of it is still chaos, but I will be posting lots of updates over on Patreon as well, both planty and just like house related. So by all means head over there if you would like to see that. And I have got like an endless list of ideas of videos that I want to make now in this space. There's so many experiments that I want to set up and fun things that I want to do. But if you've got anything that you would particularly like to see, please do drop me a comment down below and let me know. I would love to know your thoughts. I would love this to be as collaborative as possible. So yeah, let me know what you would like to see. And also don't forget, I am doing the Grow Light giveaway with Mother. So as I say, again, all of the details for that will be down below. But God, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have been waiting for months to make this video. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.
Stay sexy, plant lovers.